happen?
I don't know. I forgot that there was a branch that didn't go anywhere. I like having Cadbury out.
Cadbury is pretty good to have out, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to have to refine her character design a little bit. Because the only sketch I've done of her was pretty rough. I might have to give her some kind of accessory, but I don't know what. So far, she only has her little hypnosis wheel.
I felt like there was an item over here, but I guess there isn't. There's no hold items in this game, by the way, which is like... Yeah. It's really annoying because then we don't have that little piece of like, oh, you can put it on a Pokemon for like making them interesting when you draw them or something like that.
Yeah, I got a bite here. Let's see. Cadbury is a type of candy.
Yeah, it is.
So
it's an egg.
I mean, I've already given her like little brown chocolate spots on her hips.
Face.
Yeah, we've seen them before.
Fisherman Ned.
It's because he's reeling in the big one, that baby whale.
This starry. He's a fisherman who's only caught a starfish.
Jay. Look at it. That's good meat.
Oh God, starfish meat would be terrible.
It probably would. Are starfish edible?
I don't even know.
I think some of them are poisonous.
I assume all of them are poisonous. I don't think so, though.
I don't know for sure. It just seems like the kind of thing that you would eat and then it like grows in your stomach and takes you over. I mean, like all seafood kind of creeps me out.
You know what? Yeah, actually, like if you bite off a starfish, will it grow another starfish inside you if you don't digest it fast enough?
Horrifying.
I'd be fucking horrified by that. That's actually spooky to think of. Just a small fry. Got money and Pokeballs. I'm thinking about like horrible starfish growing inside you now. I need to not like.
Yeah, no, your life is ruined.
I've ruined my own life.
As Saint Monk pointing out, it would be equally as delicious as ocean sunfish, which is the baby whale, Jay.
Not delicious.
It's like, isn't it all cartilage?
Yeah, ocean sunfish are so inedible that other animals in the ocean don't eat sunfish. Sunfish is like animals only eat sunfish if they've never tried it before and they think that it would be like good meat.
I think baby sunfish, because they have like a larval form, which is so fucking weird, but like they're basically plankton, so they get eaten the way plankton would get eaten, but then once they're like solidified, like they've grown in their skeleton and stuff, they're disgusting. Yeah,
like one of the big problems with ocean sunfish are that it seems to be a species that apparently thought that it needed to have like 1 million chances at birth when it comes to like evolution. So they literally lay 1,000 eggs that can all hatch into ocean sunfish.
And die.
Most of them don't die. That's the problem, is that ocean sunfish are, as larvae, they can be eaten. And some animals will not go out of their way but eat them accidentally. As actual full-on fish, even sharks will steer clear of ocean sunfish because they want to have nothing to do with ocean sunfish. It's literally one of those, like, nothing wants to eat them. They're all cartilage. It's not good. It's not nutritious. They're just garbage fish.
Well, that one guy wants to eat them.
So over time, ocean sunfish, I think as of the last, like, 10 or 15 years, have been overpopulating. Because a lot of stuff just isn't killing them. And they're harder to kill than you'd think. You can cut one in half, and the half with the brain will keep swimming away.
They're already cut in half.
Yeah,
they
I know.
Start
But
as
like,
a half.
like
so
ocean sunfish are just awful, awful animals. I hate them.
Oh, yeah, it looks like a little hedgehog. St. Mog just Googled what a baby ocean sunfish is. Like,
yeah, they don't look
anything. It's a little spike paw.
They look nothing like sunfish. They look more like a puffer fish or something like that. Not even like a normal like a puffed out puffer fish. Yeah. They're just a little ball of thorns.
And then somehow they turn into a sunfish.
It's the only fish I know of that has that kind of like a
that
shift. Anyway, like a metamorphosis. It's a pupating fish. I mean, they don't actually have a pupa, but you know what I mean. Like,
yeah, it's super
outside
weird.
Of like eels, which also have larval forms.
Oh, that's weird. Eels are
you
scary.
Almost never see fish with larval forms.
I think I find eels more scary than most fish because of Mario 64. So I admit that it's not necessarily.
Eels can be pretty bad.
Like some of them are scary. There's cute eels, like garden eels are cute, but like I don't want to think about eel larvae.
Put the lure in the back. Look at Cadbury's pretty tail, by the way.
Yeah, on
That's beautiful.
like on the it matches the
hair a little
frill.
bit. Yeah, it's so weird.
It is a good run cycle.
Oh yeah, it's okay.
Surf spot.
The water's moving gently. We can't surf yet.
Yeah. Where are you going?
I wanted to see if there's more going over there.
Yeah, I know. Where I go doesn't really matter.
No, not really. The fishing fool versus Pokemon Kid.
Fishing fool versus the kid fool.
I don't like fish either, by the way. Somebody said fish aren't tasty. I agree. A lot of people will fight me on this. I don't like any kind of seafood almost at all. Like, I just can't stomach seafood.
There's a video where a diver makes friends with an eel. Can you make friends with eels?
Yeah, eels they're intelligent enough that sometimes they will be relatively friendly, and sometimes they'll learn to continue to be friendly with human beings. They can be very aggressive, but if you feed them, they do like to get pet. Like, they enjoy the stimulation on the back of their head and going down.
So they're like
that.
sharks.
Sort of, yeah. Sharks do that sometimes too. Not a lot of people know that. But sharks and eels both are pretty dumb. So, like, they're kind of running on instinct almost exclusively when it comes to stuff like that.
Eels are so weird.
Yeah, you can make friends with animals. This is true. This is a real... Yeah,
I mean, not all.
Some animals.
You haven't seen it yet. We go on a whole tangent in the Monster Hunter stuff that's going to be going up soon, where it's just basically we both agree that baboons are a type of demon.
Yeah, please don't be friendly with baboons.
I mean, if you can handle it, then you are the greatest badass alive.
Or
but
something.
Baboons will kill you. They don't give a shit.
I don't think we'll be able to open a YouTube link, but I think we've tried that before. And it doesn't work
Maybe
so well.
later. I might just Google, can you
On
be
the
friends
mobile
with
version of this
eels?
stuff, anyway. Can you be friends with eels? You can. There are some eels that are known by certain divers to be friendly, and it'll be in like an area where it's relatively like popular for divers to go, so they'll coax the eel out and then pet it and then let it do whatever it wants and then swim away. Just don't get bitten. That's basically the big rule, is just don't let it bite you. Don't do something that would convince it to bite you.
Like, be tasty?
Yeah, well, they don't care that you're tasty. Most animals don't go after human beings.
Yeah, humans aren't tasty.
Yeah, we're not
apparently.
actually very tasty.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't know for sure.
I've heard it said, and I'm not sure how true it is, but I've heard it said that the only animal that enjoys the taste of human being is human beings.
And I guess sometimes singular predators will become kind of attached to the idea of eating humans. You'll get occasional, like, tigers or Gustavs.
Yes, but no. Gustav doesn't eat people, first and foremost.
Okay, that's true. He has a grudge.
He just kills. He doesn't eat. Tigers can sometimes be the same way. In fact, tigers, I don't think, go after human beings for taste at all. And there are a handful of occasions wherein lions...
Okay. I guess...
Can you guys hear us right now, by the way?
Cannibalism is against the TOS.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, looks like we're back. Alright, it was just a hiccup?
It was probably just a hiccup.
Worrying.
It's fine. I guess we'll give it just a second. I don't know what the delay is going to be like, so that's... I'm hoping it's not like a full minute and a half delay or something like that. Well, well, on the off chance that you couldn't hear anything, and that the, not the recording, but that the archive didn't pick it up entirely, or that future Josh chose to cut that out entirely because it looked like crap or it was going slow, out of nowhere, OBS decided that it was going to disconnect. So I think we're still technically streaming, but the channel was all over the fucking place.
Oh yeah, it's starting us as a new stream, isn't it?
Yeah, it might. I don't know if it's starting it. Oh yeah, no, it looks like it started as a new stream. So,
well, sure.
That'll be a giant pain in the butt.
I am up the chat a little bit. It looks like Shatika was questioning about Gustav. You don't know who Gustav is? Gustav's amazing.
Gustav is terrifying.
Gustav is the name you need to know if you intend to die in the Nile River. If that's your goal for your death goals, is to be interred in the river, Gustav will kill and he doesn't give a shit.
Yeah, basically.
He is a giant fucking crocodile with a grudge against humanity because villages along the Nile will sometimes crush crocodile eggs to try and keep the population down, and he knows. He is large.
It's a 25-foot long crocodile, I think, last time they saw it.
Isn't he like 50 years old or something?
They think he's about 50 years old.
He's large.
The only food a crocodile that size could sustain itself on is killer whales in the Nile, which he does do. They have seen him do that. So he will go out of his way to swim miles away from his normal haunts to kill killer whales and eat them, and then swim back to where they see him constantly. And he kills human beings and then doesn't eat them. He just kills them and throws them aside and then swims off. He has killed hundreds of people over the years.
When we both got, when 5th gen was about to come out, we were planning of what we were going to do for 5th gen Pokemon, and we saw Sandile, there was a small, not an argument, but a small, like, thing where we were seeing who would call dibs on naming our Sandile Gustav.
I called dibs.
Mine wound up being Mr. Vile.
Yeah.
From Banjo-Kazooie.
So I had a female Sandile named Gustav.
Gustav is, to our knowledge, still alive. Every so often people think that they found him dead, and it's like, nope, that was some other giant crocodile, but not
Yeah.
It wasn't big enough to be Gustav.
He's got shotgun pellets in his face, because apparently people have tried to shotgun him in the face.
Your partner sure is cute. Let's have a battle.
I'm gonna kick you into the water and watch Gyarados eat you.
He wasn't trying to steal your girl.
I'm just saying, if he's trying to steal my ghost, I'm gonna beat him up. How dare he?
Careful with that
Ace
Dr.
Trainer
Pep.
Zack. I know.
It's cursed. That bottle of Dr. Pepper is
It's
cursed.
not cursed. I just kicked it over once.
That's how we're gonna have a hot time in the old town tonight.
Where did he get that Tangela?
From that place right outside of Pallet Town you have to surf to.
So this guy has to have surf in order for that to work, right?
Yeah, well, he's just standing around here, dude.
I mean,
He
I think
doesn't
there
need
are other
his-
places, by the way, you can get Tangela. This might
Still.
actually be near enough to one of them.
Maybe.
But it's like, Tangela is one of those Pokemon where it's like, oh shit, I don't expect other trainers to have those.
Yeah.
It doesn't occur to me that that's actually a thing that, could happen quite often.
It looks like it's mapped as an orb with vines around it, and then there's a vine texture on the parts of the circle on the inside that aren't the front.
Yeah.
A
You know
bunch
what?
of
I
that
see
is
it,
texture. It works.
Yeah, it's a little
It's-
lazy, but it does work.
It's a little easy to spot, but I accept it.
That's
It's
fine.
an accurate looking Tangela. That's just kind of how it would look. It's just inexplicably got like a weird darkness in the front.
His ability to climb fences is what made him a cool trainer in the first place, someone says.
That's probably true.
Yeah.
If you know parkour in an RPG, you are invincible.
I mean, kind of. Aren't there, like, tiny little hills in Pokemon that you can't climb over anyway?
Yeah.
I never interpreted that as a kid as that's what that is. I always just thought it was like a fence that you were hopping, but you couldn't hop the other way over.
Nope, it's a ledge.
Yeah, those really short ledges that don't make any sense for you to not be able to climb back up.
But like, if you know how to like climb things, every RPG is suddenly Breath of the Wild.
Oh my god,
Can you imagine?
Pokemon Breath of the Wild would be weird, though.
Oh god, yes. But like, just being able to just climb a goddamn hill.
Yeah, because the trainers aren't the ones who are climbing it usually when it comes to like Breath of the Wild, when it comes to Pokemon rather.
Mm-hmm.
So you wouldn't have like the trainer climbing up the side of a mountain. It doesn't work that way. You'd have to be like, okay, I throw out my Onix and then I get on him and then
And
Onix
it's
climbs
taught at
up
the
mountain.
TM for rock climb.
Or something, which is it's only an HM rock climb
Yeah.
in one generation, which is weird.
Yeah, but You'd think logically, like, there's hikers and shit in this game. Can nobody climb the sides of things?
I've got to stop being fooled by cuteness.
Yeah, no, we're tough.
Alright. Well, he gave me 5 Ultra Balls.
Nice.
That's pretty good,
I mean, he
actually.
is an ace trainer.
Yeah. I should hope he has at least 5.
An open world Pokemon is
Oh,
basically...
there's 3 here. I got 8 out of that one fight.
Pretty nice.
Damn.
Like, when I was a kid and people were like, what if there was a 3D Pokemon, which was, you know, one of the things everyone would always say, I just kind of imagined not this. In my brain, it was always Ocarina of Time, but Link is Ash. So, like, just Breath of the Wild with Pokemon would be, like, 100%, like, that's gonna be a sure thing.
A Pokemon is sprawled out in a deep and comfortable slumber. Do you want to use the Poke-Flute?
Sleepy Bear, time to wake
You played
up.
the Poke-Flute. Prepare for a fight.
Kind of want to just poke his face, smush his cheeks.
It's the same noise as it is for all the other Poke-Flutes ever in existence.
It's a good song.
Yep. Oh god. He's up. Snorlax woke up. He's looking at you and it looks hungry.
What? Hey, Josh.
Hey, Josh. Oh no, it's Mr. Fuji. There's something I forgot to mention when I gave you the Poke-Flute. Oh, perfect timing. You see, this Pokemon is called Snorlax. It's been known to attack the first thing it sees after waking up. It thinks what it sees is food. And since it can be pretty dangerous, please help it calm down by battling it with your Pokemon. Once you defeat it, it'll become more docile. You should be able to catch it just like any other Pokemon.
Wait.
So, Snorlax, we fight and then catch.
Okay, so suddenly this game is a Pokemon game. Out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere. I was aware of the fact that these occasionally happen.
Oh, that's so weird. Why can't we just fight things like all the time?
I don't know. So we also have a time limit. We've got 5 minutes to beat him.
Okay.
Or to beat him enough,
What the
anyway.
crap? Well,
He's
I'm
level
gonna,
34. We're going to beat him, like,
I'm
to be
gonna use
honest.
my first turn for irony.
Good idea. Unless I freeze him. Nope. Okay.
Go to sleep.
Snorlax is fast asleep.
Hope he doesn't have snore.
I assume we're able to kill it and then continue to catch it. I hope. Anyway.
I mean, if you wanted to select bag and see if it
Nah,
gives you
it's fine.
Pokeballs.
No. We can't do it here.
Yeah.
We've got to wait until the next one.
Yeah, no, they probably want you to fight then catch. Like, just get it completely down.
There's a lot of things said in chat here.
Help it calm down by slapping it a bunch. Someone called it Vorlax. Iggy the person's dad throws rocks at bears. Ocarina of Time Pokemon would be good. Hell yeah, it would.
Yeah.
I would also accept a Pokemon like where it is just Zelda monsters. That sounds good as hell.
Yeah, that could be fun. Like a Dragon Quest monsters, but with Zelda stuff.
I was thinking more you play as the Poe Collector.
Okay. Yeah, I mean that kind of works too.
Just
sure.
the one-eyed ghost man
So
with
now
a stick.
now we're into catching
Okay.
Snorlax.
First catch of
So
the stream.
yeah, get ready. 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay.
Fuck.
Yeah. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Throw.
Nice.
Excellent. Right inside the ring. Got an Ultra Ball.
We beat him up first.
Beat him up first. He
Come
should
on.
be asleep
Yes.
still. Like, everything was right with that Snorlax.
So we can't actually name him Josh.
No, yeah, let's not name him Josh. New
Just-
Pokemon, excellent throw, synchronized bonus.
Just name
Experience
a
points pretty
Snorlax
good.
Josh and something
Got a
else.
lot of health candies. Thanks. Thank you so
Okay.
much. Cadbury grew to level 41. Dark grew to 42.
Didn't we once search through what turned out to be your sister's cartridge for like Emerald or something?
Yeah. She had a... Not a Snorlax. She had a Slacking named Josh. Yeah, I know.
I'm sorry.
Data will be. I don't know why you're just making this. Is
I'm
just
not
you
trying
like
to make
roasting
fun of
me
you. I'm
nonstop.
not. I
Jesus.
think you're cute.
This is a really short Snorlax. By
Okay,
the way.
that's
it's a full foot shorter.
Dude,
than
that
it should be.
Snorlax is like a full 5 inches shorter than Josh. This can't be. It's also a girl.
Yeah, this is a female Snorlax. It's 5'10", which is like really short. Because normal Snorlaxes are 6'11".
It's Snorlax Cadbury. No, she's also kind of light.
It's a little too tall to be a Cadbury, though.
Yeah, and also it is light. It's
yeah,
not.
It's lighter than normal Snorlaxes by a lot.
It's
actually.
not like she's short and wide. She's just small.
Nah. Yeah. Slacking has a really high attack stat. He does. His ability does make him useless, but Mummy Slacking is super good. If you get a Cophagrigus? Yeah.
I don't remember.
If you get him... Ooh, I had a burp or something trapped and it didn't come out right. If you have him, you can get him to use a physical attack on Slacking, turn his ability into Mummy, and then you're just left with Slacking without its ability. It just has Mummy, which means that everything it hits also has Mummy after it hits it.
Yeah, you can do that with... Or did they did something fit to fix the one where you can like Trick Room with the Slacking and Slowking? Or am I thinking? I'm thinking of a different thing. No, I'm thinking of a different thing.
Slacking wouldn't work. It's not just that he's slow. He's
okay.
Every other turn doesn't do anything.
I'm thinking of a different trick with a different thing.
So go ahead and eat your thing.
Snorlax.
Read your thing, rather.
Snorlax,
You know what I mean.
the sleeping Pokemon, will eat anything, even if the food happens to be a little moldy. It never gets an upset stomach. Even
if the food happens to be a 10-year-old child. Jesus. You tuck Snorlax away in the bag. There aren't any, abilities at all in this game.
Oh my Josh!
Oh my Josh, that was impressive.
Oh my Josh.
There are other Pokemon out there that try to attack trainers like Snorlax. When facing such a Pokemon, the best thing to do is defeat it. Then catch it.
Is that how legendaries are gonna work?
Remember, defeat, then catch, in that order. Well, see you later then. As though that isn't what it's been for 8 generations prior, you fucking asshole
Can we
man.
Whip out that Snorlax?
Yeah, we could.
God, we gotta think of a good name for this girl. And I don't think anyone's making fun of you, by the way. It's just that we all think you're cute.
Whatever. Whatever.
God, that is a huge
we have
sprite.
we have to replace somebody in the party with it, though. We could do Buster for now, because Buster will always be with us.
Yeah.
It just won't be a battleable Pokemon. So
and then
that's
can
fine.
you set it to take the Snorlax out?
I can. That is totally something I can do. Snorlax and take out of Pokeball, like that.
Alright.
And it... there's not enough space here is the problem. It needs a lot of
Holy
space.
Shit. I had heard of this.
It needs a lot of space. Is this strength, or would we be doing this for bad terrain, or
I think it's just because it's cute.
I mean, it could be just because it's cute. I don't really know. I love that transition, though. That's weird.
It's being described in chat as Totoro time.
It is Totoro time, actually. Yeah. Whoop. Some weird ass shit, but okay. Yeah, I feel like it would have been better if you were riding on its back instead of its belly, too. What's biting? You never know what you could catch.
I think it's a little weird that Snorlax is bipedal.
Snorlax is always bipedal, though.
Yeah, I know. But
Challenged by Fisherman Andrew.
Bears do walk on all fours most of the time.
Yeah,
so
no,
it's weird that it's always like that.
A lot of people make the mistake of thinking that they can walk on their back legs. It is incredibly painful and awkward for them. They do not like doing that.
They just rear up and will maybe...
They rear up to spook you.
Yeah.
That's their attempt at scaring people, and if they get into actual fights with one another, like with other bears, they'll stand up and take swings at each other.
But they don't move their feet?
Yeah, but it's mostly just a scare tactic. They prefer to be on all fours, and that's the only way that they can really run particularly good. Bears are cool.
They're telling us that this is a Josh Totoro, so it's Jotaro?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, we could probably just name it
But it's a
that.
girl.
Yeah, and adding an A to the end doesn't really make that name work anymore.
She'd be Jotoko.
Which might mean something already, I don't know.
I don't know.
Like, I kind of want to work in something about how she's kind of short, but I can't think of anything, and I can't just call her Minlax. Can't be like Tiny Chew.
Oops.
Jolene, Joshette.
Yeah. Jolene's okay.
We just want her not to steal our man.
Yeah. Let's see. This thing is water and poison, so I need to...
I guess I think it's decided on Jolene unless
Yeah,
someone's
I
got
guess.
objections.
You saw footage of the new Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe. We don't have any intent of getting that one.
2D Marios are hard.
I like 2D Marios. Megan's not a big fan of them. I feel like that's not a thing that anybody would really be all that interested in watching us play, and it's full price. If it wasn't $60, I'd think about it. But the fact that it is a $60 game is like, oh my god, why?
Apparently when Toadette with the Super Crown encounters Peach, it's supposed to be a funny moment.
Yeah, I'm
Peachette
not
and
surprised.
Peach. Okay. Everyone was... I mean, we're not going to talk about Super Crown stuff that much, but it's like, everyone
a lot of
went
people
nuts.
anticipated some really cool shit happening, and it doesn't happen. I was like, I want to see what happens when other characters get it, and Nintendo waited until months after they announced it to basically show off a video that's like, oh, if you're playing with Toadette as one of the characters, which is the only way for the Super Crown to show up, if she gets it, she turns into Peachette. If anyone else gets it, it counts as 10 coins, and that's it.
Which is also annoying, because only 10?
Yeah, right? Like, only 10 seems really piddly compared to what it probably should be, honestly. I don't know what's up with that.
Yeah, I don't know. There was... People extrapolated a whole lot of the Super Crown that's just like, yeah, we're never getting that. Sorry, guys. Yeah, I think Jolene is what we're sitting on. So that's almost a female version of the name Josh.
Are we really gonna do that?
We don't have to.
Jeez. Feeling so attacked right now.
Is this a bit or is it too much?
It's
Is it
a bit. Don't worry.
Okay, because I can't tell
Jeez.
sometimes.
No, it's fine.
You're too good an actor. It's like, no, I don't want you to be mad.
No, it's
I'm giving
fine.
him
I'm
head
not
pats.
mad. Why would I be mad?
I don't know. I mean,
It's fine.
Snorlax is a good Pokemon.
Mm-hmm. Oops.
Change
wrong
name.
button. So I hit back because when I clicked, my finger slipped down.
So I guess now I have to give her, like, Dolly Parton hair if I ever draw her.
I guess. Just 5 foot. What was it? 5
J9?
foot 10.
Yeah.
Is it Jolene with 2 E's or with a Y?
I'm seeing both in the chat. I'm also seeing Jocelyn.
I'd rather not.
That's not really a name.
XJ9. She's not a robot.
We're not naming anything Teenage Robot.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe if we get, like, a Meloetta or something.
It's when we get a Jinx. Anyway.
Oh, God.
Who in the world am I?
Oh, this is kind of sad.
It's no use. I can't remember anything. He's the move forgetter, probably. Huh? Do you think you could tell me who I might be? Mr. Dazzling.
I don't know
move
that he's
deleter.
not. Maybe
Yeah,
the
well,
move
I mean, his
deleter's
real
named
name
Mr.
might
Dazzling.
be Mr. Dazzling. We don't know.
Can I have a gummy worm?
Mm-hmm.
Today's stream is brought to you by gummy worms.
No, it isn't. Don't do that.
Is Mr. Dazzling the name of an actual character?
I don't know. I'm the move deleter? Could that be? No, it doesn't feel right. Wait, are you Mr. Dazzling?
Huh. I don't see why Mr. Dazzling couldn't be the move deleter's name. I'm Mr. Dazzling.
I'm Mr. Dazzling? That has such a wonderful ring to it, Mr. Dazzling. You must be right, I'm Mr. Dazzling. Well, you helped me remember, so here.
Oh, okay. They really let us on
They
with
got
that.
us. Yeah, they got us with that. I thought for sure he was the move deleter. That's what the move deleter does every time you meet him.
Huh. Okay. I'm still slightly bummed by what almost looks like a bait and switch on like a sad Alzheimer's character.
A little bit.
Yeah. But I'm glad that he's happy with his name. And he had a dazzling gleam in his pocket, so maybe he just was Mr. Dazzling.
I mean, maybe. TM34 is for Dazzling Gleam. It's a fairy-type move. Something that's very hard to find in Kanto. I guess, yeah. I mean, technically.
Does Heather already have Dazzling Gleam?
Yes.
Okay.
This, by the way, used to be the house where you got your old rod. Or
Smash
your
that pot.
super rod. I don't remember which one.
Get them rupees.
I can't. I can't. It doesn't even let me interact with it.
Anytime I see just a large ceramic pot in a video game, it's like, God, you know you want us to want to smash it.
There
Just
used
let
to
us
be
smash
a rod
it.
in here. There used to be. It's not here anymore. That's so annoying. Give me a fucking fishing rod, god damn it.
Yeah. Oh.
Hey, do you know what catch combos are?
Yeah.
If you keep catching the same species of Pokemon over and over, you'll have a better chance of meeting a really strong one.
Okay.
Thank you. Good to know.
Thanks, Emo Bangs, Snorlax furry.
Yeah.
I
Snorlax?
like,
You mean
I'm
Slowpoke?
Slowpoke. We've had a Snorlax and we've been talking about him.
It's fine.
Emo Bangs, Snorlax furry sounds like another thing that I would like, though.
Yeah. Yeah. Just a man with a megaphone. Electricity is my specialty, so I don't know a thing about Pokemon of the sea.
This fucking megaphone does get me every time.
You're challenged by this man with a megaphone. He is his Pokemon. He just sits there and screams at you through a megaphone.
Yeah, it's too bad that there's no
Trainer used
no
Screech.
X-Clouds in this game.
No, unfortunately.
Because it's basically what that
But yeah,
megaphone is
see,
for.
Ninetales' new Dazzling Gleam to begin with.
Okay.
Let's see, this is a pure electric type, so using fairy type moves isn't going to be that big a deal?
I'm just gonna put him to sleep.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Okay. Electabuzz used Quick Attack. Ow, you punched Cadbury, you dick! How dare you?
I'm realizing that Dolly Parton Snorlax kind of implies a level of anthropomorphism that I probably am not gonna do.
Yeah, a little bit.
The Dolly Parton features are probably not making it in. It's just gonna have big hair.
Yeah, just big hair Snorlax.
Although you can
Also,
probably
Dolly Parton
find what you're
wrote that
thinking
song,
of.
but Jolene is about a different
Yeah,
person.
I
by
know,
the way.
I know. So just that, but like
Aw,
auburn hair, I guess.
Ninetales. She fainted. What a big pain in the butt.
Oh.
It's
I
okay.
showed you.
Cadbury showed him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Goddamn Oni. We've talked about that,
Oh,
right?
yeah,
that
that they
Electabuzz is
are-
just an Oni.
Yeah, they're a
Unplugged.
tiger-striped thunder creature.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
They're
like
just
to
Oni.
think of them as having more cat-y features. Like, I
They're
like
tiger
to
features,
interpret their face and, like, the way they move as being a little more cat-ish.
Found a water stone. Put it in the power-up pocket. what do you
Kleincool is suggesting that Cadbury sounds like a name for a 19th century British countess, like Lady Cadbury. When I decided on it's Cadbury Cream Eggs, but I was thinking it would be more like this is a last name as a first name because it's trendy.
Yeah. Water conducts electricity, so you should zap Pokemon from the sea.
No, you could just not do that. Dynamite
right?
fishing is illegal in places.
I mean, that has nothing to do with electricity, but sure.
Yeah, like, just don't kill everything in the sea at once.
I'm searching for a moonstone. Have you found one?
Probably. You could try going to the moon.
Yeah, I thought he didn't know anything about Pokemon of the sea.
He knows how to kill them.
Challenged by Camper Justin.
Alright. Why are we
set
encountering
out a
campers
Nidoran.
this late into the stuff?
He's camping.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, it's a baby trainer.
Yeah, so Cadbury is under my control now. And you get Jolene.
Alright. Gonna steal this man.
Yawn, Lick, and Headbutt.
And rest.
And Rest. The only damage-dealing move she has is Headbutt.
I'm just gonna lick things, because I don't think I'm really necessary in most of these double battles.
I mean, if you want to, it's up to you.
Especially because you got
Lick just
Cadbury's control. You can
paralyzes,
just
though. Yeah.
you can just psychic everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can paralyze whatever survives.
About to send out Nidorino. Nido. Okay, so Psychic. Because it's a poison type and you want to hit it with Psychic.
Yeah.
Psychic was such a good move. It had such a good like range of Pokemon as a typing that it was effective against in Gen 1. Psychic did. And it's like every time I think about it, I just think, wow, it was like stupidly good. Like it was really OP, but there were so few Pokemon that even had access to it, like in good ways. Because you have like Hypno was one of them.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Like the whole Abra line.
the entire Abra line, and then like Mewtwo and Butterfree, kind of, because the Butterfree line has access to Confusion.
Yeah.
I think Mr. Mime too, but I don't think it was a psychic type, is it?
I don't think that like Mr. Mime is ever used. Who
Yeah.
uses a Mr. Mime?
Well, we might start using a Mr. Mime.
Okay, if you want to be creepy.
A Mr. Mime and a Hypno and Snorlax.
Cadbury's not creepy.
Yeah, no, Cadbury's not. The type of
Should we go
Pokemon she
over
is.
here? Oh, birds.
Yeah, I see at least one bird.
We haven't done
we'll
any
see.
just straight on catching of things lately, so
Not
let's see
lately.
what's in here. Oh shit,
Farfetch'd.
it's ducks.
There's a ducks here.
Yeah, we need one of these. They're rare. They're going extinct.
Oh god. Speaking of which, I work at a theater, and yesterday I had what I can only assume was an honest-to-God bounty hunter who was wearing a t-shirt that said, "I hunt humans for a living." He seemed to be wearing a bulletproof vest under and had a gun. He just wanted to buy popcorn. Yeah, I mean, you're not on the screen.
I know.
Oh wait, did you already click? Okay.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. I hated working in a theater. Wow, that was way off.
Yeah, Josh did that for a while.
3, 2, 1.
Okay, we kind of hit the edge
Sort
of the ring.
Yeah. I did theater work for 6 years and eventually just wound up not doing that job anymore. It's not great for everything. 3, 2, 1.
Also, you're still using Ultra Balls.
Oh
Is
my
that
God.
what you intend?
No, I should switch out.
Okay.
I'll switch over to Great Balls for a minute.
Okay.
Hold on. So 3, 2, 1. Why is he so far over there? Why can't we fucking hit him? 3, 2, 1. Oh, this duck. I fucking hate him. 3. Hold on. 3, 2, 1. Throw. Just
Oh my
nowhere
God.
near. Nowhere near.
Okay, he's in the middle now.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Throw. Oh, thanks. Yeah.
I just
Okay.
wanted to get him before he moved again. Let's see if it worked. Damn it.
Yeah, so let's just go ahead and click it, and then I'll count it down. 3, 2, 1, throw.
Alright.
You probably do, by the way. St. Mog said that they think they work at the same chain that I did based on hints that I gave in the old videos. Probably. I've only
it's a
worked for
big
2
chain,
chains, and the 2 chains that I've worked for are some of the biggest in the nation, so probably. I mean,
Yeah.
there's a pretty good chance. It's like saying, yeah, I worked at a McDonald's. Like, a lot of people, if they work at
Yeah.
a burger place, are probably working at a McDonald's. I've never worked at a McDonald's, by the way. I worked at a Wendy's, though. That was a thing.
Yeah,
I
it
did
was like a month. It was like a seasonal summer thing.
Yeah, that was fun.
Was it?
No, not really.
I was
Actually,
gonna
I
say,
hated it.
you hated it.
Yeah. No, not in the slightest. I like Wendy's, though. Like the restaurant.
Food's great. Working in food is always worse than eating food, naturally.
Somebody sent a picture that's a picture of a Mr. Mime and a Hypno next to each other, and under Mr. Mime it says, just wants to entertain others with pantomimes and makes their imaginations into reality. Is stereotyped and labeled as some creepy pedophile that will make off with your kids. Hypno has actually stolen children before, probably framed a Mr. Mime for it, hence why it never gets labeled as a kidnapping pedophile. Yeah, I mean, maybe. Farfetch's data will be added to the Pokedex. Is it about it getting eaten to death? Because that happens. They're extinct.
Farfetch, the wild duck Pokemon. They live where reedy plants grow. That's a leak. Just say a leak. Farfetched are rarely seen, so it's thought that their numbers are decreasing. They taste way too good for their own good.
It's
This
doesn't
one's fat,
help.
too.
It doesn't help that these fat, delicious ducks are carrying around ingredients for cooking.
Yeah.
Like, what? If you don't want to be eaten, don't carry around like a sauce to braise yourself.
Yeah, like there's no
right?
pig Pokemon holding an apple in its mouth, man.
But no, the duck gets to carry around some onions, maybe a carrot, a few turnips.
Chat is all on the concept that Mr. Mime is gonna fuck our mom, by the way.
I don't like that idea.
Yeah.
You tucked away Farfetch'd in your backs. In your backs. Oh, there's a Pokeball here. I thought a Snorlax was attacking. I was like, oh shit, there's a Snorlax here.
It's our Snorlax.
I know. I don't want to run into that. Oh shit, it's...
I got it.
Okay, good. There's a Bellsprout, there's Pidgeotto, and there's Pidgey.
Yeah.
Alongside ducks.
Another Bellsprout.
Yeah. Okay.
I still would like to have a Victreebel eventually, but
yeah,
we don't have to
well,
train
we
one
have
now.
a Bellsprout anyway.
Yeah.
There's another ducks in there.
I refuse to call that thing Farfetch'd half the time. That is ducks.
Yeah.
D-U-X. There is no other.
So we're coming up on...
I'm told I'm good for a kid.
Oh, okay.
I feel like you shouldn't say that without any further context.
Yeah.
To it. Good at what?
I don't know. Victreebel is actually a great design. I love it as a Pokemon. I don't like its typing. Or because it's a generic typing. It's grass and poison, which is like great.
It's
That's like a third of the Pokedex.
Yeah, but it is a reliable Pokemon.
Every Pokemon in first generation, any of the grass types were grass and poison. There's
That's
only a
true.
handful that weren't. Tangela, for instance, is just grass.
And I guess Paris is grass and bug, which is worse.
Yeah, but almost every grass type in Gen 1 was grass and poison.
Can I have a
Almost
gummy
every
worm?
single one of them. Yeah. You can hold
They're
the
on
bag there if
Josh's
you want
side.
to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't want any more. They're
I've got
starting
the
to make
gummy
me sick,
worms.
so I need to not do it.
Yeah, he was eating them more than me because they were on his side.
Yeah, I got a bad habit of doing that sometimes, where if I'm not thinking about it, I'll just start eating gummy worms or something like that, and I'll
Like
burn my
popcorn.
mouth.
I will do the same with jelly beans. Like, when Easter rolls around, I always fucking destroy my teeth with jelly beans, and then they grow back, and the next year I just destroy them.
Yeah.
By grow back, I mean I give the dentist like hundreds of dollars. This is an exaggeration, but only slightly.
Yeah.
So we have... Oh, you were using a ghost move on it.
Oh.
It's Jigglypuff.
Oh god. Oh god damn it. Well, now it's got access to ghost type moves. Whoops.
What?
Well, it's got ghost type moves now. Not useful against Snorlax at all, but they're going to be pretty useful against, well, no, I guess not so much on Cadbury either.
Wait, what do you mean that it's got ghost type
Oh, it
moves?
used Mimic, so it picked it up. Yeah.
I wasn't paying
It
attention
took it
to
from
that.
me.
Well, I'm just gonna hit it.
Yeah.
Because it's like... Jigglypuff is basically just a larval version of a Snorlax. It's like, it would not survive.
Did it stutter for a second? People are saying it was stuttering for a second again. I swear to God, it's not... It isn't OBS. It's not my computer. It must be that the internet is fucking up again.
It was doing that for us.
Yeah. When we first woke up, it was really, really bad.
But we fixed it.
Yeah, we fixed it, and then I guess it just didn't really stay fixed forever.
Troubling.
It's a big pain. I don't know what to do about that. Well, long and short of it is that I like Victreebel. That was all I was trying to say.
Yeah, like, you don't like the typing, but you do like Victreebel.
Yeah, I don't like the typing, but I do like the Pokemon.
Yeah, it's just fun. It needs a Mega.
It does. It needs to be fixed. It could have done like a variant, like a regional variant.
Grass
could have
and
been
Dragon.
fine.
I'm just gonna say Grass and Dragon and just make it really, really long. It's still a pitcher plant.
Grass and Dragon would just make it the same exact typing as Execute, then.
That's fine, because it would have different gimmicks.
Would it?
Yeah. Yeah, there's just have a moveset that's not the same. But it's just like, make it really, really long, so it's just like a hollow worm with fangs. It's like a goddamn hagfish, but it's a plant.
Well, you know, there are pitcher plants that specialize. Like, there are a handful of pitcher plants that they have particular things that only they do that are unique even to pitcher plants. Like, there's the fairy... Oh, God, what is it?
My cute Pokemon wish to make your acquaintance.
There's the fairy shrew pitcher plant, which is a pitcher plant that, and this is disgusting, it is a toilet for fairy shrews.
What?
Yeah, it literally exists in such a way that it is shaped a little bit like a little toilet. And I think it's fairy shrews. It might be something else. But there's a small... they are... what's the word when two animals rely on each other again?
Symbiotic?
Yeah, they're symbiotic. Where you have... the pitcher shrew goes in for easy meals, because the pitcher plant just produces like a honey on the top. Mm-hmm. And while it's eating, it'll just go to the bathroom in the pitcher plant.
While it's eating.
Yeah, while it's
Animals.
eating. Yeah. And the pitcher plant uses that as food rather than trapping other animals. It just uses the waste of the shrew.
Trying to eat the eater? You fool. Fighting a Snorlax is like, I'm sorry. Do you realize...
Why are you fighting a Snorlax?
It's like, you are the food.
You need a body slam on that Snorlax.
It'll happen eventually.
Yeah, well, I think it learns it eventually, but the Snorlax is a pretty good level already, 34-ish.
It might be in its, like, move tutor list or something.
Golduck, the Pokemon that people often forget the typing of.
It's water psychic, right?
It's just water.
Are you sure?
I'm almost positive that it is just water.
I swear that both Psyduck and Golduck are psychic.
Nope.
No?
Psyduck especially is just water. I don't remember Golduck 100% of the time, but I'm almost positive. I don't know where this weird mistake keeps coming from.
Well,
I think that's what
in the
I think I'm
name,
right.
Psyduck.
I think I'm right about that. I could actually be wrong, in which case I look like a giant idiot.
It's fine. We can check the Pokedex.
Yeah, somebody looked it up. It's just water.
Oh, that's so weird.
It's just a water type Pokemon.
Why?
In fact, they learn... I don't think they learn very much in the way of psychic type moves either. The anime blew that way the fuck out of proportion for no reason, seemingly.
So weird.
Yeah, it's a very
Golduck get a
weird
Mega that's
choice.
psychic?
I
mean, we're not in
does it
charge
really
of that.
need it? Golduck's actually not that bad a Pokemon.
It's
Because
just,
people forget.
I don't know. A lot of these just need updates. Also, what is up with the fence maze? Like in general, this has always been such a perplexing concept for an area.
I always just treated it as a second Nugget Bridge, where you've just got a bunch of trainers to fight. I also memorized I think the Path of Less Resistance, but I think I was doing it out of like muscle memory there for a little bit, so maybe it isn't. I don't know.
I like how
I'm still trying to figure
Jolene
this
comes
out.
out at the corners and
Yeah,
nowhere
only
else.
at the corners. Let's see. Is it this way? Okay, there's a bug catcher there. Why did I want to go this way? What was I doing?
I don't know. Just fight everyone.
You know what I'm going to do instead?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go into our party, and I am gonna fly back to the nearest Pokemon Center because I actually we are very hurt right now. There's a lot of trainers between where we were and where we're going.
Do you want to go pick up the other Snorlax?
I don't want to pick up the other Snorlax just yet.
Okay.
It would be fine, but I'm not as big a fan of doing that right exactly
Yeah.
now.
I enjoy 2 Snorlax.
I want to do that weird thing where we chain before we run into Pokemon too, because sometimes that helps with the
Oh, that's a good idea.
the stats that the Pokemon gets.
Like, you want to just pop into Route 1 for some Rattata and then swoop over to Snorlax?
Buster gave us a silver leaf, a mysterious silver leaf. No trees with this leaf have been found yet.
You made it in the forest.
Must come off of a Pokemon. Okay, so Skydash, which is just Fly. They just renamed Fly. Oh god, I expected it to be a cursor, but it's like, it's clicky.
But it doesn't just click straight to the towns either.
No, that's really annoying. Why? I can't fly to anywhere over here. Why is it even giving me the option?
Yeah, what the heck?
Why does it bother having like a clicked out map schematic for that shit? Jesus. I wanted to go to Celadon. I want to go see the cycling bridge. Oh, good. We're at
Well, you have to go fight the other Snorlax to get through there.
I know.
I thought you said you didn't want to.
I originally didn't, but maybe that is actually a good idea.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, I mean, you wanted to chain first, so we
Yeah,
could just...
so we could just chain when we get down there. Yeah, we could have had that power if Eevee didn't steal it. I was gonna say, oh god, we're at the mercy of this dog. It's
Pretty
just
much.
a dog piloting the fucking airship we're in now.
Ain't no rule that says a dog can't get his pilot's license.
Yeah, I bet there is a rule that says that dogs specifically can't get their pilot licenses. Just saying.
It's the Red Baron.
Oh,
I like how I
boy.
can keep up with this ride.
Yeah, well, Snorlax is very slow for riding Pokemon.
Yeah, it's just here for the cuteness.
I guess so, yeah.
And don't tell me you wouldn't do this if you had the
I
opportunity.
guess.
He's a big cool bro who's probably super warm, and if you
It's-
fall off, he'll pick you up.
It's weird that the Snorlax does that, though, because it's like... I don't know. It doesn't serve any real purpose other than just holding you up. And our Snorlax is 5'10".
Well, our characters are like 10 years old, so...
I mean, I guess that's true, sure, yeah.
I think it would be cuter if it, like, holds you instead of you just clinging.
Yeah, okay, in,
Holds you like
what
a
was it?
baby.
In Pokemon Sun and Moon, they do this system where you have, like, riding Pokemon also. But they're not your Pokemon. They're Pokemon you borrow from other people. And the one that is Strength, like the Pokemon that is supposed to be like the replacement for the HM Strength, is Machamp. And Machamp uses 2 of its arms to hold you like a baby, and uses the other 2 arms to just have them stretched out permanently, so that if you run up to a rock, it starts pushing it while it's holding you like a baby at the same time. I don't know why it just
adorable.
cradles you. You get it from an old woman, by the way, who just mentions that she likes being held by her Machamp. And it's just like, oh, okay.
Old lady.
Like, that's fair, I guess.
We know exactly what you mean. Don't tell us anymore.
I kind of wanted to look at some of these Pokemon stuffs. There's an old man here. A true gentleman makes sure that his Pokemon is also outfitted in the finest fashion.
With your little milady hat.
Yeah.
God, I didn't
thought
realize. I forgot that it's an entire display of just the Diglets.
Oh yeah, but I think that you could just... Yeah, you've already bought everything. It's just the hat. That's all we're allowed to buy is just the tiny hat.
So good, though.
There are fancier hats over here. There's some nice little ribbons and berets over here. And there's just glasses on this one.
So mad that I can't put these on Tiny Chew.
Yeah, I'm
This
a
is
little
not a
bit annoyed
special
that, like,
Pikachu.
this is not... There's no human outfits in here either.
Yeah.
Like, why is that? Why can't you just have, like,
I
a
don't
human
know.
clothing store?
You know what else?
It's got to be Pokemon exclusively.
You know what else?
What?
They didn't put cosplay Pikachu costumes in here.
Yeah, that's
can't
a
be
little annoying
Pika
too.
Libre.
There should be Eevee versions of that.
Yes, goddamn. Eevee Libre would be adorable. Or little Professor Eevee. Or whatever. Little Rockstar Eevee.
Yeah, I agree.
I've never even played Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, but the way they keep using the little Wrestle Chew all the time,
Yeah.
I've grown attached to her. Because first of all, she's canonically always a girl.
She's,
and that
yeah,
just,
yeah, it's a specific
it's a
Pikachu.
specific instance of a specific Pokemon. So it's like, she is a character, she's not just a Pikachu.
Yeah, there
or
was a
the
Pikachu who really liked the concept of doing, like, cosplay during contests and stuff
Yeah,
like
but
that.
she's almost permanently in wrestle mode these days. But, like...
Well, that's just what people have been using it for a lot. It's
Yeah.
been in, like, fighting games, so it's like, I don't know. She has other versions that are still really good, actually.
Yeah,
Like,
and it's like in her off time when she's not in tournaments, she goes and wears like a little princess dress with a little bonnet. But if it's time to fight, she gets dressed for the occasion. And it's just, it adds a lot of personality to the character, and it's just cute. You can be her in Smash. It's one of the Pikachu costumes.
exclusive interview with the Celadon City gym leader.
Oh.
Good things come to those who nap. Challengers come too.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, okay.
But I would love if we had cosplay Chew equivalents for Eevee.
Yeah, there's a lot of the cosplay Pikachu that don't get enough attention. Like, there's Peekabell, which is the one that you're describing. Oh yeah, there is one here. I forgot about that.
Yeah, totally. But you want to chain first?
I guess we can't really chain over here. We're gonna have to chain on the other side of it, so we do have to go the other way.
Yeah.
That's kind of annoying. Just trudge
Well, do you want
forward.
to go all the way around, or do you want to just chain something else and then walk here?
Yeah, let's just go all the way around. That's not too big an issue.
Uh,
Buster is mimicking someone. It's Brock.
we can't tell through the glasses.
Yeah. That's kind of unfortunate.
Yeah, do you think that's actually what was happening? Was he had just his eyes closed?
He may have, yeah.
Which is a little mean.
A little bit. A lot of people like the Rocker Pikachu. That is an option. No, not Heroin.
Heroin
No.
Pikachu.
I wanted to say because Hero Pikachu is the thing. I was gonna say I think it's Heroin is the other one, but no, it's like Idol Pikachu. I think for girls. There is one that's like Hero, which is supposed to be like main character Pikachu. There's the Pikachu Bell, which is the one in the big long coat. Or not the coat, the big fancy dress.
Shout out to Peekabell Chew, the internet personality who has the world record for the most Pikachu merchandise
Right.
owned. I think, didn't a bunch of her stuff get destroyed in a flood or something? Or am I thinking of something else?
No, I think it did. I'm not 100% sure, but...
But this person has a DeviantArt and it's full of pictures of Pikachu in other costumes.
Yeah.
It's kind of delightful.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Snorlax is a little slower than walking speed,
Yeah.
which is fine, because
It trudges. It's fine.
if we need to get somewhere fast, though, which honestly kind of might be what we want right now, I can just go back up into the
Okay,
ghost
well,
zone.
if we're gonna
Just-
do that,
just ride
sure. I'll
Fapneys
just
or Dark.
I'll just ride Fapneys for a little bit. Dark might actually be a better option.
Yeah, flying might be a little faster.
We will see because I don't remember.
Yeah, let me...
If we're able to fly off the path, that's one thing.
I don't think so.
But I don't think we are. Yeah.
All right, I'm good.
No, yeah, we
No.
can't. Oops! I walked into Mr. Dazzling's house. Good, great. I think it's about the same speed. The fact that this bridge is so like thin.
Yeah, does
at points,
Arcanine
though,
fit on this bridge?
I think they all might take up the same amount of space, which would be kind of an issue if that's the case. I'm not really sure.
Can you test Arcanine?
I can test Arcanine. I don't think it's going to help, but I can definitely test Arcanine.
Because it doesn't have wings, is the thing, so it doesn't have to be wide.
Right, but Arcanine is wide, is the problem.
Let's see.
See, because it doesn't show up here, but then it'll
It's
show up here.
everything.
Yeah,
What the
like I
fuck?
said, I said it's going to be everything.
Well, we didn't know for sure. You got to test
I
the
was
hypothesis.
almost positive, because
What
they
kind
all
of
take up
professor are
the
you?
same space, and it's smaller than you think, or it's larger than you think, rather.
Well, that's silly. That they made these Pokemon not fit in the basic pathway size.
Yeah, well, it's a little bit weird.
It's like they're breaking the tile set, basically. Do you want to battle some Pokemon with me?
I don't call myself a scientist. Chat's like, and you call yourself like, no, I don't.
Well, you don't test
Beauty
hypotheses.
Sheila. It's not a hypothesis.
Well, it was something you assumed but didn't check. And now we know because you
Doesn't
checked.
make it a hypothesis.
Okay.
Are you to join this or not?
Yeah.
Okay. The ghost appeared. Started using your own Pokemon.
Ghost of all of the cream eggs that you've eaten in the past Easters.
No, gross.
Which, for me, is probably only like 3 or 4.
For me, I think it's 0. I don't like Cadbury cream
Well,
eggs.
how do you know you don't like them if you never had one? It has to be at least one.
I think I tried one once.
Okay.
And they were disgusting. My mom hates them too. We both can't
Yeah,
stand
they're
those.
a little much for their teeth hurtingly thick. So
Yeah, well,
yeah, I've had a few and I always regret it.
yeah, I agree. Somebody said if you're gonna replace the riding bike, why not make sure that you can ride Pokemon at all times while in the
Yeah,
woods?
like it's
It's like yeah, that's a good
poorly
point.
thought out.
I agree.
I want to be the best there ever was, to beat all the